Hey, it's Ray here. You know, sometimes the scene that you're in can be more important than even the product that you're trying to sell. I mean, take a look at this disgusting roach motel. Would you want to buy anything from in here? Would you even want to stay here? Can you imagine buying food from somebody who did a video from a place like this? It's awful. Well, it doesn't always have to be this terrible in order to ruin your video. If you have a very plain scene, if you have a scene that doesn't excite people, then you can really start to lose out on sales, on getting people's attention and getting them to take action. And that's why today I want to tell you about a new program that our good friend Todd Gross has just come out with called SmartScene. Now we all know Todd. Todd makes amazing videos, he creates great websites, he sells millions of dollars worth of products, and it's all by setting the right scene. So how would you like to be able to set up the right scene, and not a scene like this, for your videos, for your website, for your promotional materials? This is what SmartScene will do for you. And you can do image scenes, you can do sketch scenes, you can do drawing scenes, and a whole lot more. In fact, let's take a look at what a real smart scene looks like versus this not so smart scene. Let's take a look. Okay, so here I am inside of SmartScene, and I do recommend that you watch the actual demos for this product so that you can really understand it better, but I wanted to show it to you quickly by just me jumping in here and showing you everything that's involved. So the first thing you're going to see are your apps, and you've got a photo scene creator, a sketch scene creator, and an illustrator scene creator. You've also got other options up here like the toolkit, the team, the training, the support, and the settings. But for right now, we want to show you the actual products that you get in here. So first thing we're going to go to is the photo scene creator. And when you open this up, you can come in here and you can click templates. And inside there, you're going to see templates or the template club. And you'll see there's a lot of different templates in here that you can choose from. These really nice designs that are already there and ready to go for you. You can, of course, create a new design, but for the sake of speed, we're just going to pick one here. And again, these are the ones that have like real people. We're talking about a lot of virtual reality stuff right now, so maybe I'll use this one here. So we can view this by clicking here, kind of see what it looks like. Or we can edit it by clicking Use, and then coming into the actual program here, give it a second, there it is. Now what's cool about this is you've got this scene already created here, and you could come in and you could add text to this if you wanted to, for instance, but you also have access to pretty much everything in here. So for instance, this filing cabinet needs to be over here a little more. And maybe our guy needs to be just a little bit further to the left, okay? And this needs to be, whoops, let's get the, come out of the way for a second there. We want to grab this and move this up here. There we go. Put that in there, just like so. Adjust him to exactly where we want him. Maybe just like that there. Now, oh, you know what? I changed my mind. I want a little bit more space to put some text in there. Okay? So you can come in and you can move any of these things around just that easily. And of course, you've got some tools up here, such as your grid. So if you want to make sure that everything is lined up, you can do that with the grid. You can always undo and redo whatever you've done. And then over here, you have your tools, such as replace, duplicate, delete, lock, flip horizontally, flip vertically, remove the background, and crop the image. So all of that is built right into the program here. And then over here, you've also got your other tools, such as your color tool, your border tool, your shadow black tool, you've got your opacity, you've got your angles, you've got your skews, you've got your layers, and you've got your bring forward and move backwards, which is very, very useful for moving things to where you need them. Now, for instance, you want to come in here and you want to shut any of these off, you can do that. Just like so. So if we don't like that plant there, we can get rid of that. Any of the objects can be turned off just by slipping these little things on and off here. And of course, down here, you can see the size of your image. So we got 1000 by 620. Okay. And again, if we wanted to, we can add text to this by clicking the Add Text button. And so now you can see you've got your text hidden over here, and we can bring this over here. We can resize this text if we want to. Whoops. Let's get back on our text there. There we go. Resize that to whatever size that we want, and we can change the message to say whatever it is that we need it to say. So for instance, get VR now. Okay. Very, very easy to set that up. Of course, we can highlight this. We can make it bold. We can italicize it if we want to. All the normal tools are in here, center, right, left. You can change the text color, the background, the stroke, and the stroke size. All of that from in here, along with the font. So if we wanted to change the font to something different, we can do that. And there we go. And so that's how we would set this up. Now that is the photo scene creator, but let's go back and do a different type of scene here. So the next one is the sketch scene creator, which is very similar in the way that it works, except of course that now we're going to have sketch scenes. So we're going to go to the templates here, and you'll see there's a whole bunch of different templates in here once again, just like before. And if we want to choose any of these, we can do that. So for instance, if I want to use this one here, let's take a peek at it. Okay, oh, perfect. And kind of like a little VR scene as well. Well, I guess it's a doctor. But there you go. You got the doctor in here. And so we can choose that one if we want to by hitting use. Okay, and once our picture loads in here, you'll see that you can actually edit some of this here. So you can select the different items that are in the image if you want to move them around. And, you can have a little bit of fun with that. But you want to be careful because you don't want to mess up anything too vital with this. But we can move, for instance, the background here and change that to however we want it to look. And at any time, we can actually come back into the sketches here and we could choose a different one if we wanted to. So if we decided, we want, this one right here, we just click on that and in a second, it'll change to that one. And once again, we can come in here and we can edit any of the different items that are in here so that we can create our own scenes to look exactly how we want them to look. You've also got the option of putting in images. You can also search for different types of elements that you can add in here. So if you wanted to add this light bulb in here, you could just click on that to bring it in. And there it is. And now, of course, you can change that size-wise to put it wherever you need it. Just like so. Create your own scenes that quickly and that easily. You've also got shapes that you can bring in. You've even got emojis that you can add if you want to, so that's kind of fun to be able to add some of those into there. Again, you can add your text just like before. You can also change your background, and this is the case with the last one as well. We didn't show this, but same thing. You can change the background if you want to a different color, if it makes sense to do so. Okay. And then down here, you can upload as well. So if you need to upload your own items, you can do that right from here. So let's go back to our smart scene one more time. We'll go to the Illustrator scene because this is the one that, quite honestly, I'm probably going to use more than any other just because I do a lot of these types of things for websites. And so you see in here, when you're creating a sales page, you may need some of these types of things that are in here. So for instance, this one is a store. So maybe you've got a web store that you're doing. Well, you could use something like this, and you can see it's a store, but it's like an iPad, and she's touching it, and all of that stuff. And there's the credit card. So that'd be a kind of a cool one to put into some sort of a web store. So let's use that so you can see here. It works very similar to the other ones, except it just uses different types of elements. And again, you can come in here and you can move any of these things around as you need. Okay. If you want to make changes, you can. Here's our credit card. Maybe you want to make sure people know that's a credit card, so you put it out there more, maybe hide it more. It's up to you. But you can set that up as well, and any of the other items in there. And of course, if you change your mind, just like before, you can come in here and you can select a different one, have that open up, and then you can start to edit that in the way that you want to as well. Let's put the cat up here on the bench. There we go. So it's very, very simple to be able to do that, and there's a lot of great templates in here that you can use that are really going to help you with your websites. Again, you can also put these into videos, PowerPoints to create backgrounds for that, all of that using these awesome scenes that you can create on your own and use the templates. And of course, you can build from scratch inside of SmartScene.
Well, what do you think? SmartScene certainly is a whole lot better than this disgusting place. But believe me, it doesn't require you to be in a shady motel in order to set the scene poorly. Just having a boring scene or just a scene that doesn't look great can really hurt your sales. And that's why a program like SmartScene can really help you to stand apart in your websites, in your videos, in your packaging, your presentations, anywhere where you might use some sort of background to create a better scene. So if you want to be able to do that and you want to be able to add these to your videos and other items, then all you have to do is click the link down below this video. Now, I'm probably pointing at a cockroach, but on the page I'm pointing to the button below the video. So click on that to get started now. And of course, if you scroll down the page, you'll be able to see all the great bonuses that we have. You'll be able to learn a whole lot more about the product. And of course, if you have questions that aren't answered on the page, well, feel free to reach out to me. I will probably not be in here anymore.